So we decided from the beginning to take 4 cranes, which are almost the same capacity, and we put it in the right disposition that to allow us to work in 180 or 360 degrees.
With these cranes busy bringing supplies to the army of workers, the metal framework was being installed at the bottom, effectively locking the crane inside the tower. More than 6,000 tons of steel reinforcements and 8,000 tons of steel were used in the construction. The steel was shipped in from Italy and assembled by crews working around the clock. With the work continuing non-stop, the core shot up at an average of 2 meters a day until, after 145 days, the central core of the tower had reached its designated height.
Okay, now you see here, now I'm standing here on level 51. So 51, that's about 250 meters above the ground. This is the last piece of the slipform we did here. And we did it all with people who never worked with the slipform before. But we trained them, and they achieved a very good job.
By now it was July, and the tower could be seen from almost every vantage point in Doha, but there was still much to do.
The peak we had is like 1,700 men working, say 24/7. It's a continuous working. We never stop, even for holidays, and it was a strenuous job we had.
No corners were cut in the quality of procurements used, and Midmax 6 Construct JV searched the globe for the finest quality of materials. The 8,000 tons of steelwork and the petal frame which would surround the cone at the apex of the tower were shipped in from Italy.
Every portion was challenging, and specifically the erection process of this project. But out of all the challenges that I would reviewed, the most important one was this specific structure on the top of the building, which is called Patal. Thank God we achieved it. The Patal came in pieces, and approximately 140 pieces, and it took approximately 50 days perhaps to put it together, and it was a miracle, really.
Meanwhile, the 29,000 square meters of stainless steel mesh, which would form the outer skin of the tower, were being shipped from Germany straight to the workshop set up near the site. Here, in this makeshift factory, each piece was put onto an assembly line where it was cleaned, painted and packed before delivery to the tower, ready for installation.
Whatever we see above the ground is all created in 1 year time. And as a coincidence, we started the pouring of concrete of this superstructure above the ground on 16th November 2005. And here we are, 15th November 2006, finished with the project. So anything you see above the ground is done within just 1 year. It's amazing.
And so, against the odds, just 17 months after winning the contract, milestone 1 had been achieved.
The design of the lighting is not fixed. I mean, part of the idea of the tower is it's something that has to represent different things at different times of its life. I mean, the initial importance for the Asian Games is one thing, but this is a landmark on the same scale as the Eiffel Tower, literally the same height. This is a landmark that's going to belong to Doha and bring all sorts of interest in the country of Qatar, and in the city of Doha, and in the Aspire Centre. So what I wanted to do is to provide something that was not just, this is a wonderful thing and that's it.
This project is a design and build. This means we have to create everything from a picture. And we start this design last year, end April. It's almost 20 months. It's done. 300 meters high. You can imagine design, erection, finishing, it's done.
It is a credit to all the construction workers, engineers, designers, architects and auxiliary personnel that banded together and successfully combined their individual talents to reach this milestone. In total, more than 5 million man-hours were worked on the project without one lost time incident. More than 45,000 cubic meters of reinforced concrete, 6,000 tons of steel reinforcements, 8,000 tons of structural steel were used in the construction. 29,000 square meters of stainless steel mesh, 23,700 square meters of glass, and 156,000 LED lights went into the making of this unique monument. The Midmax 6 Construct JV team have created a unique monument that will stand the test of time and continue to capture the public's imagination for generations to come. The dream was turned into reality on December 1st, 2006, when, to a global audience of more than 2 billion people, the flame on the tower was lit for the opening ceremony of the Asian Games.